Hi, this is Nelson and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how you can get $56,000 in primary trade lines to boost your score. So, trade lines. Trade lines can be used to lower your credit utilization ratio. Now, your credit utilization ratio makes up about 30% of your score. And here I've made this chart just to kind of give you an idea of what your credit score is made of, how it's broken down. In the top right, you'll see the huge yellow chunk of the pie. 35% is your payment history. Now that's when you make an on-time payment or when you don't make an on-time payment, or even the collections you might have in your account. That's 35%. Down below in the blue is the age of the credit, which makes up for 15%. And to the right, to the left, where it's 10%, that's in inquiries or new accounts. And then just next to that, to the left, another 10%, which is the mix of the credit. And then in the green, just above that, is the other big chunk, the credit utilization ratio at 30%. So we have 30% for credit utilization and 35% for payment history. But we're going to be focusing on only one of those two big chunks of what makes up your credit score, and that is the credit utilization in green. And so let's go over that with some more detail. So how are we going to increase that credit score? It's with trade lines. To be specific, primary trade lines, not authorized user trade lines, but primary trade lines are in your name by using companies that offer lines of credit with little requirements. And I have already made a chart breaking down the companies from highest to lowest in trade line, and here's what they are. So from top to bottom, we have the ZBLACKCARD, DSX Design, My Jewelers, New Coast Direct, Ox Publishing, and Hutton Chase. So let's start with ZBLACKCARD. Again, like I said, from highest to lowest. Highest being ZBLACKCARD. Their trade line amounts are from $5,000 to $30,000, and they report to all three. Initial cost is $120 to $370. Monthly is from $20 to $70. Yearly annual fee is $200. Now this is optional, but the $200 is a one-time cost to basically double the trade line to get up to $30,000, and that is why it's here. Now, you don't have to have $30,000, obviously, and therefore you wouldn't have to do that. But let's face it, we're here for trade lines, so we're going to maximize everything. So that's why that $200 is there under the yearly, so you can maintain a $30,000 trade line. Now, is there a credit check? Yes or no? For ZBLACKCARD, it is a no. There's no credit check. Now, they will be doing a authorization. They will need to verify who you are and verify your information, all that kind of things. They did have a problem with that in the past where they weren't doing the checks and balances, but now they've resourced out to another company they partnered with who does the reporting. So we're back on track now as far as ZBLACKCARD, and they will not be sending any fake numbers or anything to the credit bureaus. Now they have a company that verifies everything. And approval chances, everybody, 100% everyone is approved for this. Now let's go to the next company, DSX Design, $5,000 to $12,000. Currently they're only reporting to Trans. They have Equifax and Experian coming soon, I believe sometime over the summer. And they're at $94 minimum or more to start off with. Why I say that is because the rest of these companies they're online store companies. There's something to buy. They have a minimum to get started, obviously, but then there's a product on their online store that you have to purchase. And the thing is, you might purchase something that's a bit more expensive. So because of that, you may have to put a bit more money down, which also affects your monthly. The minimum is $15 for monthly, but you could easily be paying more because you might buy an item that costs more. So you'll be paying it off monthly. And then you have the annual fee of $79 for this company. Keep in mind, I've seen $99, and you know, these numbers are obviously, these companies can change anything any time. So it's subject to change. They could have promotions. They could, you know, increase it, decrease it, whatever they want at any time. But this is just recent information that I've pulled all together to kind of summarize it all for you guys, so you get an idea. You go to the websites yourself and, you know, read everything, look everything up. But this is just to kind of give you guys an idea of how to compare all these companies together. So, do they do a credit check? Yes, they do. You will get hit with a inquiry. Now, they do have an income minimum, and that's not so bad. I think it was like $1,400 or something like that a month. I don't know if they verified or not. I couldn't tell you. Now, the next company is My Jewelers at only $5,000. They report to all three, $150 minimum or more, because you could buy an item that requires more money to put down up front, and then 25 plus. Again, plus is because whatever you decide to purchase from their online store could increase that to more than 25. And their yearly fee is like $99 or $100. And I've been with My Jewelers for a couple years, and when my 1 year was up, they offered me a renewal at $85. That's why I put $85 there for you. Credit check, yes, they do, and they do have they do have a 99% approval rating. So I mean, most people will get approved for it. It's been said that they don't want to see any active child support or bankruptcies on their report. That could hinder your approval chances. But for the most part, most people get approved for it anyway. And then we go down to the next company, New Coast Direct. Again, that's at $5,000. And New Coast Direct almost pretty much mirrors My Jewelers on most things. But New Coast only reports to two bureaus, Trans and Equifax. They do the same thing as far as initial cost, about a $150 minimum to start, or it could be more, depending on what you buy. And then monthly costs are about $40 plus. Again, it all depends on what you decide to get from their online store. And the yearly fees are around $95. And again, they are also doing credit checks, and for this, you know, the same criteria that they're looking for in their reports. Underneath New Coast Direct is Ox Publishing. They're at 2.5 for $2,500, and they only report to Equifax, and a minimum of 30 to get started. Monthly cost is 25 or more. I'm not aware of any annual fee, only because their website doesn't say anything about it. I can't see anything or read anything about the yearly fee, so it may not even exist as far as yearly fees. But your credit check, no, I have not seen anyone talking about getting a credit check, because once again, they're at 100% approval. And then you look at Hunt & Chase, which is at $1,500. They're reporting to Trans and Equifax, so they have an extra reporting bureau that they're reporting to, and than Ox Publishing does. But they're also kind of the mirror image of Ox Publishing, where the startup's about the same, the monthly is about the same. I haven't seen anything on their website that indicates a yearly fee. And as far as credit checks, again, 100% approval, everything like that. So I want to go over their websites, each individual website, and just quickly give you an idea and feel for what it looks like and how to navigate a couple things. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the websites. So here we have the ZBLACKCARD, and you can go to like pricing, and it gives you a pricing list where it talks about the card. Like all the other websites, there's a product to buy. The product of ZBLACKCARD is actually a metal prepaid card, which I've had for over a year now. I love it. People, whenever I use it, when I go shopping, people are always talking about the card. So here you get to choose what design. There's designs from $100 to $145. Here, if you want to do your own custom card, your own logo, your own design, one color is at $200, 4 colors is at $300. If you have a small business or a company or business that you run, that you own, and you want to give your employees their own prepaid debit card, and you just want to upload their payroll onto it, like direct deposit, you could do that too. Put the company logo on it. They're at $20 each, 50 card minimum. But these three right here from Customs, not everyone's, that's not for everybody. That's, for people who are just, probably looking at it for business or putting their company logos on it. We're going to be looking at the stock metal card as a customer, because you have to get the card, for the trade lines, and then you have your choice between the plans that they offer. They have a 20, a 50, and a 70. So there's 3 plans to choose. The $20 a month has a $5,000 trade line. The $50 a month has a $10,000 trade line. And the $70 a month has a $15,000 trade line. And the Elite Upgrade, that doubles the trade line. So here it says $200 per year. That's a one-time fee per year. And it says it doubles the trade line. So that means what it's going to do is double the trade line amounts that are available for any one of these individual plans. Like I said, you got the $20 plan right here. And here's your $5,000 circled in red. Or your $50 a month for a $10,000 trade line. $70 a month, $15,000 trade line. And then when you go and purchase the Elite Upgrade is $200 for the year. It doubles your secured trade line. So that means by purchasing that $200 upgrade, the Elite Upgrade, this $5,000 becomes a $10,000 trade line. This $10,000 becomes a $20,000 trade line. And then this $15,000 becomes a $30,000. So that's where your $30,000 trade line comes in, is by getting this combo plan for $70 a month. Now this $70 stays $70. You're not doubling, you're not paying double. This stays the same. The amounts per month stay the same. That doesn't change. What changes is that you're doubling the trade line amount. So if you want to maximize, because that's what we're all here about, is maximizing our trade line to lower our utilization ratio, you go with the $70 a month, which is the combo plan. And then you also go with the $200 Elite Upgrade. Okay, so those two things, the $70 combo, $200 Elite Upgrade. Now you can go with the smaller ones, that's up to you. But like I said, if you're gonna do this to maximize your trade line, you might as well go all in and get the $200 Elite Upgrade and the $70 combo. So going back to the ZBLACKCARD website, go ahead and scroll down all the way down to the Order Now button. Okay, so now this is where you can look at the items available to purchase, but you can't actually purchase anything. You can't select add to cart or anything, because in order to get these trade lines and the ZBLACKCARD, you have to be invited. Somebody has to give you a promo code or referral code just so you can add these items to the cart and do a checkout, and so that you can get your card as well. So in order to do that, step number 1, enter in your email. I'm going to use an old email of mine, just a junk email, just to kind of go through the process with you. Next step is going to ask you for a promo code. I'm going to give you the promo code of RMJ5. Okay, RMJ5 as a promo code. You go ahead and click enter. This will get you in. You've been invited by me. Absolutely. Now, as you can see the difference, you can add these items to the cart. So let's just stick to the minimums. We're not going to do anything extra. If you want to do something extra, that's fine. But just for this video, I'm just going to stick to the basic minimum. Anyway, you have to pick a card. Now, there are designs to choose from, and don't forget you can make your own design if you want to, but it's going to cost extra. But let's stick to the minimum. Let's go with this card. And as you can see, it adds a total to the right over here. Right now we're at 100 because we just picked that card. We don't want what's up here. We're just going to skip to the card bonuses and upgrades for the trade line. So here's your $20 a month. Now remember, this is a 5,000 trade line. If you want that, you pick that. If you want the 10,000, select this, the $50 a month. But if you want the $70 a month, 15,000, that can be upgraded to a 30,000. This is what you want, the Combo Rewards Club upgrade. The combo is basically the 20 and the 50 together with some added bonuses. So we'll click Add to Cart. So that was $70 a month, which you pay up front, and then $100 for the card. Now we're at $170. But hey, we want to upgrade that $15,000 trade line to a 30. And there's only one way to do that, and that is to select the Elite upgrade, which again, $200 one time for the year. Add that to the cart, $370. So that is our initial investment to get started, right there. For the $30,000 trade line, we're good to go. Go down to checkout. I need to do a checkout, and here you can see it has it itemized for you. Shows you, breaks it down what you're paying for. Looks like they added shipping because they have to mail the card with the materials and all that, the documents. So and you just fill this out, complete your checkout process. All right, so that's the Z Black card. Let's go on to DSX Design. This is their homepage. Now they have a lot of products. They do a lot of printing on business cards and posters, and looks like shirts and hats and apparel. Now, what I like about this company is they have some really nice products. Like this is what I'm getting right here is earbuds. I work at a high school. I see kids walking around with wireless earbuds all the time. I'm a little jealous. I'm still, tethered in with my wired, and it just makes me feel old. So this is what I have coming to me. I'm still waiting for it to show up in the mail. I recently just signed up, so I can't wait to get this. But this is the company, and this is, a little something about it, tells you about how it works. Now you can stop and pause this video to read all that, or just go to the website yourself. Again, this website, I think their items, their online store is awesome. The prices are really affordable. So let's go to the other one, My Jewelers. This is one of my favorites, my original. I've been with this company just as long as the ZBLACKCARD. Now, of course, I don't need jewelry, but I've bought some watches. I have like a few watches already. So you purchase their product, and then you fill out their information, credit card information, credit application, and it just says start shopping. And it just gives you, it'll give you step by step once you start shopping and add things to your cart and check out. It'll bring you to the next. So let's go to the next company called New Coast Direct. Again, this is it's much like My Jewelers, where you're getting a $5,000 trade line. You can see some of their products just by shopping, and then you can go to if you want to just check out like how it works and read about it. They have a small little video for you to watch, and it talks about their process of extending credit line. So you can look at that, pause the video, go to the website, check it out yourself. Here we have Ox Publishing. Now, before you start shopping, their merchandise, you're going to have to purchase this first, the ebook, and it tells you how much it costs right there. but you don't pay. See where it says total price, but initial payment, pay now. That's why I on my chart that I laid out, it's $30 to get started. Balance, yes, I want to charge the balance, so the balance is $150. But then it allows you to start shopping as well once you've gotten that. So, and if you go to, let's see if they have any, read more about it. It tells you what that is all about as far as membership. And then we go to the next company, Hutton and Chase, which is just like Ox Publishing in a way. Hutton and Chase, we got their products. Again, you just buy their products and they issue a line of credit. And go right here so you can look at their process of signing up. Okay. And now we're just going back to the quick overview of all the companies with some of their numbers. Now, some of these are oldies, but still goodies, you know, and a couple of them are brand new. Like I said, ZBLACKCARD, DX Design, they're all new within the last year or so. ZBLACKCARD, and let me, right now, full disclosure, I actually do get paid by ZBLACKCARD just by referring the card. So, none of the other companies do it. You know, I'm not getting paid by any of the companies. I wish I was. But I just, you know, beyond that, getting paid by ZBLACKCARD just for referring people to the card, I just want to make this chart just so that you guys can see the companies that offer TRADELINE, so it can help you in boosting your credit score. Now, what I like about the ZBLACKCARD and DSX Design is that DX Design, as you saw, does a lot of promotional, like you can use them as a marketing tool. Okay, if you're looking to ZBLACKCARD as a business, not just a TRADELINE, let's say you two want to make money just referring the card to people and having them sign up, you can go to DSX Design, you know, put some logos on a t-shirt and hats and other things, and you can use those promotional materials to make even more money with your ZBLACKCARD business. And that's what I like about that. I mean, you can have anywhere from a $5,000 to a $12,000 line of credit through a design company that can help you make more money. I think that's phenomenal. So I love how the ZBLACKCARD and DSX Design kind of complement each other and go well. Plus, the two newest, biggest companies that offer the highest trade lines. So anyway, in closing, if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a like and subscribe. If you want to keep up to date on any of the updates and TRADELINE companies, things posted into credit reports, any other ways of making money. I do post videos quite frequently, every twice a month or so. So go ahead and subscribe and keep up to date on my postings. And be sure to leave a comment if you've done some of these companies and you've have any advice. Go ahead and leave a comment. And I'm out. Take care. Don't forget to check the description on the links for all these companies and where to go ahead and start applying for your trade lines and boosting your credit score. They will be in the description below. Thank you.